Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel Nature, and I realize it's been a little while since I've posted, but I've been super busy with some other projects, namely this one, UVI's Super 7. So yes, we've got another UVI instrument to check out today. I've once again done a few presets for this one as well, and it is based on Roland's MKS7 Super Quartet. Now, just a bit of history in case you guys don't know, the Super Quartet is an interesting one. It's a preset machine, but essentially had the innards of a TR-707, or at least a number of the samples from that unit, as well as the Juno 106, and it's split into three sections. You have a bass section which has a single voice, you have two voices for a melody part, and an additional 4 voices for the chord section. So 7 voices of Juno 106 and the TR-707 inside. It wasn't directly editable, but because it was MIDI enabled as well, you could actually link up most Juno 106 editors to it, and via SysX and MIDI data actually control the patches inside. So what UVI have done is they've sampled the presets and the sounds out of the MKS7 and wrapped it up into the same engine that they used for the Program 24 instrument, which I have covered on the channel as well. So I'm not going to get too detailed into the workings of this. If you want to check out a little bit more detail on how the instrument operates, you can go check out that video. Let's take a listen to some of the sounds. I'm mostly just going to run through some of the presets that I created for this. Let's take a listen to what this can do. Cheers. Right, so here we are in Falcon. Of course, this runs inside of UVI's free UVI workstation, so if you're not a Falcon owner, you can still utilize this library. So if you own Program 24, you should be right at home. This is all pretty much the same layout. You have the rhythm section, the mixer for that. You've got the rhythm here that you can edit some of the drum sounds. Select a number of different kits. There's the Rhythm 78, 606, 626, 707, the 808 and 909 they've thrown in as well, plus some drum designer kits on top of that. You've got your bass section, same as Program 24, arpeggiator and sequencer down here. Number of different waveforms to select from, filter, cutoffs, etc., etc. It's got a phaser, equalizer, and drive for each of these. 2 reverb sends, 2 delay sends as well. Then your melody section as well, the synth part. So instead of having just one chord section like the MKS7, you've actually got 3 on hand here. These are all the same and can be layered together. So the premise is the same. It kind of creates little miniature songs. This you can use it to sort of create loops, and it follows a chord input as well. I'm actually going to dive straight into the stacked sounds because I managed to get some really cool sounds out of this. So not using the drum parts here, and let's take a listen to some of these. So this is an ARP patch I did called Generator. And it's also great at stacking some of the pad sounds. There's a few brass patches in here. Check this one out. This is called Hyperion. Another one called Jupiter Swarm, also using a bunch of arpeggiator sounds in the background with a brass lead. Some stacked pads. Blade Runner-esque. This is inspired by the kind of typical Vangelis pad sounds out of that film. And another stacked sound. This one's got a ton of richness to it as well. Let's check this out. Cool, so that's some of the stacked sounds. You've also got the single instruments here as well in a menu, which is nice and convenient. So you can load up a synth, melody, bass, or drum part. You can load up the synth, for example, and then run through all of the preset sounds available in the MKS7. So let's check out some of the loop sections as well. We'll start going through all of these various categories. I've done a number of different genres, different styles. So this is from the electronic pop section. Some really cool sort of synthwave-esque stuff. If you're a fan of Jean-Michel Jarre, through to Depeche Mode, you're going to find a lot of stuff in here which you might like. Check out a few more in the synthwave category. This one's called Ravers Die Hard. Some classic 909 breaks going on there. Check this out as well. We can actually just solo some of these. That's the bass section playing. We've got like a mid-bass section going on at the melody section. The first synth part. There's another patch called Stardust. We'll jump into the future funk category now. Classic electro sounding loop that. Here's one for the Depeche Mode fans, kind of inspired by some of the stuff of Violator. Let's move into the modern disco category now. Notice some of these kick in when you hold down a chord. Nice Itzel disco kind of vibe going on there. Techno and house. Experimental kind of hip-hop vibes. And here's another sort of slightly Jean-Michel Jarre-esque patch as well. It's probably one of my favorite patches I did, called Rollerblades. It's a triplet loop, this. That kind of wraps up the demo that I wanted to do, some of the sounds that I created for this. We'll just go through some random other ones just to wrap things up. Love that snare. I'm an 80s kid, so I love some of the stuff that's in these libraries. Very Jean-Michel Jarre-esque as well. It's a great source of just sort of like song starter ideas, just even if you're not using the whole loop. Sometimes you pick out something really cool. I really like that sort of percussive loop there. Some interesting stuff in this experimental section as well. Super atmospheric, that. Cool, we're going to wrap things up there. Hope you guys get a good idea of what Super 7 is capable of. Personally, I really love the sound that comes out of this. It's available now from UVI as an instrument for, as I said, the UVI workstation, or Falcon if you own it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you know when videos are out. I will try to have stuff out more frequently as soon as I can. Until then, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.